Hi guys, welcome back to this TP-Link Pre-Insomnia52 Open Cup. We're running with Orbit versus Prospect. Orbit currently 1-0 up. We are live on the sticks with my man Gooch. Gooch, any predictions on this one? Sovereign's such an awkward map.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the way that it plays out can be very, very unorthodox, so to speak. But I think we're going to be seeing an Orbit.DeFy victory here. They look very, very convincing the way they rallied together as a team on that domination. So I think more of the same from them. But saying that, Orbit have started off good. They got the first blood there. That's the real that's managed to make that kill. We're on board with Jakey right now, who's just floating around this B bomb site. Teammate has just died in the back there. That's going to be Tom that got the better of Pegasus. The 2 versus 3.
Oh, the real picks up a kill there, just off the shot screen, there of Jakey. Takes his shot as he comes through, which allows him to get the bomb down. It's 1 on 3. Let's jump on board with Tom. Put the Oracle mode on. You can see what the situation is right now. He's got some big plays to make right here, Gooch. If he can pick this off, surely he's going to get the defuse. There's one to his right inside. He doesn't see him. He doesn't get seen. He's going to push into. He does get seen now. He's going to call that one out. Oh, he's dodging bullets left, right, and centre. Oh. He doesn't manage to dodge Jakey's, and that takes that 1-0 already.
Yep, Orbit.DeFy 1-0 to the good early on. My predictions so far, so good. Let's stay on board with Tom there. I mean, the only player to get a kill for that Prospect.rise roster. Let's see how he manages to play things on the attack now. Obviously, he went quite aggressive early on in that round. That's how he was able to get round the back and pick up those kills. Let's get on board with Tom though. He's going to go straight for the rush underneath. MTAR equipped in hand. Is he going to go straight up the ladder? Yes, he is. Going to come head on head with the player very early on his left-hand side, but gets shut down by Pegasus.
That was a great pick there, right, Gucci. Literally, as soon as he saw him, pulled the trigger. He was going up the steps that delayed his reactions. Didn't see him till the last second on the left-hand side of his screen. And for me, that's really what affected that. Sometimes it doesn't pay to go underneath or try and flank around. If you're going to go all the way. I think sometimes those mid-steps can be a real downfall. But they do get the bomb down. We are on board with Ross. Ross having a look as Ado takes a hot shot there. But there's one on the flank right now as we're sitting on servers here with Ross. He's having a pick, he's going to pick him out. Oh, tags him up, gets the wall bang. The real goes down. It's now 2 on 2. Ross and Luke versus team of Jakey and Greeny.
Oh, and look at the way they've settled. They're both in the same room. He's gone down. Let's get on board with Luke. He's 1 versus 2. Just managed to slip the net there by coming out the back, but not quick enough there as Greeny takes him down with that Vector. Bomb diffused by Jake. That's going to leave him 2 kills up, 1 plant, 1 diffused to his name, and Orbit 2-0 in the lead as well.
Yeah, that was a great play by Orbit. Literally allowed one to push through servers. He knew where he was. Luke just had no idea when to rotate around, check the bomb, got taken out. Easy plays for these guys from Orbit. So let's run on board again with Jakey. Currently running an R5 2-0-1, as Gooch just said. They're going to push now on this right side, going to go through servers. Going for a 3-man. Who is that on that left-hand side? It's actually Daryl that's going to go and make some noise over at B. This is a great setup because there's only one directly in their vicinity of these 3 players.
Yeah, it looks as if, I mean, if you've got the mode on there, you can see another player just sitting top in that middle area, but Jason's taking that wrong time to jump there as he just got spied. There's another player in the top B, and now it's going to come as another player's come over towards this A bomb site. Green is taking down Tom there once again. That's 2 rounds in a row from him as Jake pushes in towards that central B domination area, pushes on, but there's a player with a long scope over across the whole of the map. DeReal's going to go and challenge him, but the look of things, he's just snuck behind that doorway though. Have a look. It's 2 versus 2. DeReal and Pegasus against Ado and Ross. DeReal right up in the face of the enemy here. Easy kill for him.
This is where Orbit, I think, have been good at. It's the actual counter-attacking, looking for the flanking plays. Because we do see Ado go down, so it's 1-on-1. DeReal's currently 4-on-1 as players to his left-hand side. If he's not careful, he's going to get seen, and he does get taken out. The guys from Prospect bringing that round back, making it 2-1. Literally, it's where you see yourself in a position where you're so open. It probably would have been better for him to go all the way round rather than cutting through that caution.
Yeah, it just wasn't a great position for him to be in. I mean, he dropped off the top of that ladder. That's obviously going to make the knees crunch, and then with the player being so close to him, he's obviously going to hear that and react. And react he did. Easy kill for him in the side. So that is Prospect.rise's first round on the board. Let's get on board with Prospect.rise then now.
There was some run on board with Addo, 4-2, one plant coming away from him. Last time they really did get pinched, as we do see, it's actually the first pick comes from Tom, taking out Darrell, and that's going to be a good start. Managing to get themselves in this top nest situation. They're going to get bombed down there, not as Windy Pegasus is now sitting round. He's gone, I believe Pegasus has gone all the way round here. He has, look at this, he's flanked them right out. 2 go down though for Orbit, 2 down for Prospect. It's Ross and Tom, as we see Ross take those into his favour, making it Jakey versus 2. And it's 1-on-1 again. Let's go on board with Tom.
Yep, it's Tom versus Jakey. This is how S&Ds are made right here. It's the 1v1s. A lot can change based on a 1 versus 1 round win, as Tom sees him there. That's 2-2 now. So that's 2 1v1s in a row, won by Prospect.rise.
I'd just say right now, it seems that Orbit got those 2 rounds under the belt and just took their foot off the pedal a little bit. They seem to have dropped their flanking and that. They don't seem to be doing it. Or Prospect are now realising what they're trying to attempt and just cutting it off before they even get in there. Let's run on board with Jakey again. Who's going to be the bomb carrier? It is going to be Jakey. Looking at the plays on your mini-map on your left-hand side, it's all 4 pushing for this B bomb. They're going to go through, one's going to go through Snake. You're going to see one stairs. Yeah, he's going to go through, cook something up, see if there's anyone in there. He's going to go for a Kobe over the top. Nothing comes of it, nothing at all. He has got enough to get that smoke coverage and sit in that corner. Needs to be careful, he's going to get tagged up. Yes, he does. Literally, that last second, it's that misplacement, misjump that sees him go down.
Yep, 2 versus 2, Darrell and Greeny versus Tom and Luke. Pegasus with an early pick with the sniper rifle straight down the middle, but not enough to link it up any further. Looks if Darrell might be advantageous here if he carries on going as a player. Free kill in the back, but he's not actually looked there. He's going to go right the way round the back of the spawn here. Sees one up top, does manage to get the better of him. Wow, called that a little bit too early there. Tom did manage to unload some bullets into him, but not enough. So that's going to leave Luke 1 versus 2. Let's get on board with him then.
Yeah, just having a look on the left-hand side. There's a player that's gone all the way through. He's got to pick that bomb up, get the plant. It's 2-on-1.
Sits tight here, he's in the right position, but he's decided to rotate all the way round to A. Going to go and sit in the middle map there, as it looks as if Orbit are going to get that B bomb down. Luke's perhaps realised that now with only 14 seconds left. He needs to get himself back there. He's going to be on the right side to attack here. There's going to be 2 players directly in front of him. He needs to spin himself round. Oh!
Look, I mean, they were literally back to back. If he had turned around and fired through that wall, that would have been a great kill for him. But he's just Greeny's just sitting there. Season comes in. He's literally, his attention immediately goes to his left-hand side. That brings that round to 3-2. Orbit seem to be more tactically based on that round. Let's see how they pan out right here. Guys, please remember to tweet out the stream. Also put hashtag who you think is going to win. Let's go hashtag Orbit.DeFy or hashtag Prospect. Be interesting to see what you think, and don't forget to add the actual Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/multiplay_COD, or just click the share button. It's a little bit easier.
Yep, please do remember to do that. I mean, I'm sure throughout the afternoon, as the bracket gets a lot narrowed down somewhat closer to that final, the viewers will be raging about what's going on. I mean, the Call of Duty community very opinionated, but there's Luke trying to link up that 2-piece, not being able to take down Jakey as well. So let's get on board with Greeny. 1 versus 3 now. He's got Addo, Tom and Ross to take down. He's going to opt for the under tactic, trying to get right round the back. Doesn't look as if there's anybody close to him. So he's got a lot of work to do. Only 30 seconds left. A bomb to defuse as well. This is a huge mountain to climb.
There's one on yellow, one on blue. Oh, he picks one off sitting on that nest. The problem he has now is they've got 2. You've got 1 blue, 1 yellow, okay? There we go, and that's exactly what happens. He's going to go out looking for the player. He's going to pick him off as soon as he sees him, and if he managed to evade him, he would have been picked off on blue side as well. So great teamwork there from the team of Prospect. It was a big ask against these guys, and when you look at this, Addo's 5-5, Tom's 5-4. It's pretty even on the scores on both sides. It just comes down to taking that plant and then, you know, sitting and waiting.
No, in a 1 versus 3, I think you need to be a lot quicker than what he did. He sat back a little bit. I mean, teams nowadays, they are smart teams. Every team knows what they need to do to avoid being clutched. Nobody's just going to run out at you. So if you're going to take your time, they ain't going to be coming towards you, mate. You need to just go gung-ho at them and rely on your gun skill, which the majority of players have got in their arsenal now. It's just getting the better of those players, and obviously sat back a little bit too much, so wasn't in a great position to do anything with that clutch, but still on board with Green now as he's pushing down this right-hand side. We know there's a player up ahead. He is going to get shots onto him. There's a good call out from his teammate just ahead. Luke drops down to him there, so that's going to be 3 versus 3, leveling things up once again. On board with Greeny, currently 7 and 3.
Yeah, he's having a great game right now, 7 and 3. 2 parts do come in the way of Jakey. One from DeReal. There's one on his right hand side. That's going to be called out surely as he goes down as Orbit, Jakey and DeReal clean it up. There we go. There's a pick off from Addo. Didn't stay alive for much longer than the other two did. If you look at the kills though, he literally comes through, gets picked off there. There's DeReal with your kill cam. It was nice and easy for the team of Orbit. That now pushes them to 4-3. They need to take this round right now. They need to break this pattern.
Yeah, 4-3. If they manage to extend it to that 5, they're in a very good position. Only 1 round away from advancing through to winners bracket round number 2. Of course, this is a single elimination tournament, so if Prospect.rise go out now, then they are out for the entirety of the afternoon. No second bite of the apple for them. Let's get things through now. Pegasus in a very interesting position.
He is indeed. Just having a look as on the attacking team. There's Jakey goes down. Addo's going for the bomb plant right here. There's shots coming through down left hand side. He does get tagged up, but nothing's coming from there. 2 down for Orbit. It's DeReal and Greeny. Is he going to get the pick? Oh, that's a wavy shot from Addo. He should have really had him managing to evade it.
Oh.
He does pick the kill. That's a peekaboo shot and a half.
Yeah, he sort of made up for his wavy start of that shooting, just to pop him through that corkboard there. Just pop back out, pop back in. Leveling the scores once again, 4-all, and nothing separating these two teams on this second map really. It went 2-0 up to Orbit to start with, but then ever since Prospect.rise got back into it, it's been trade for trade. So let's get on board with Orbit as they've got an attack to win right now. Let's get on board with DeReal, currently 8 and 5, steaming straight in towards this middle map area.
Yeah, both Orbit, DeReal and Greeny had a good run. They're both sitting on the 8 kills. 5 deaths there for DeReal, 4 for Greeny. Orbit DeReal now on the bottom. Snake has received. Windy Pegasus take the first pick of this round. Addo goes down. Top player there for the guys, picking up 3 plants. Surely that's going to affect him in the way. I mean, getting the 3 plants, as soon as you do that, that turns it on its head. You know, it puts the focus on the fact not only do they have to kill the players, they've got to get the defuse as well. So it really switches that mode round onto them. So taking your main bomb planter out of it can be effective as we see Windy Pegasus go down by the way of Tom. And if you see with the Oracle mode on, there's literally a player in the room next to where DeReal is. He's just having a look, see if anyone's around. We can see there's someone on blue here, Gooch. I'm not sure if he's going to... No. This is going to be interesting because there's literally one on that other side of that control system.
Yeah, here we go. That B-bomb's going down as a player on your left, DeReal. Why didn't you check that? Luke does manage to get the better of him. It looks as if that player's going to go down as well. Yes, he is. It's going to be Greeny, 1 versus 3. He's got to defend that bomb site area. Is the player defusing the bomb? No, he's not. Oh, you messed it up now, ain't you, mate? There we go. That's all over for him. It's going to be Prospect.rise that go 5-4 into the lead. They've taken the lead for the first time in this search and destroy here. Luke gets himself that defuse, and they're just 1 round away from taking this to last map, which is going to be Blitz on a Warhawk.
That really was shocking, to be fair. He gave away his position. To be honest, I don't know how he didn't know. It's more of a panicking thing, I think, with him. So, yeah, taking the lead, 5-4. Great advantage term. Looking at this now, Luke is on a 4.3. So we're going board with him as he changed up his gun. He's running the Vector. I think he's running Overkill. He's got the Sniper as well. Yep. He's going to look for the picks and plays that are coming through. But there's one on bottom Snake for Team Orbit here. He's just having a look. And he literally drops that scope by a foot. You're going to see him.
Yep, he's going to nade up top, and he looks if he's going to push underneath with his teammate there. Sees one player, that's going to be Greeny who gets the better of him. It looks as if this is going to go 5-5, you know, Silverback. I'm on board with Prospect Tom right now from this Prospect.rise's roster. He's going to get himself up top. It's going to be 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2 now in favour of Orbit.DeFy as they are trying to hold this defence to take it through to the final round. Tom running underneath now. Here's Gunfire on his right hand side. He's 1 versus 4. This is to win the map. Don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Just managed to take down 1 though, so he started off well. 30 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is down. There's Orbit players all around it, but he's going to challenge anyway. Oh my god, Pegasus, what are you shooting at, mate? Tom, 1 versus 2. 20 seconds left on that clock. He noticed another player up ahead. If he manages to get the challenge onto him, it would have been all down to time. And here we go, he's going to make one. He's 1 kill away, but Greeny there to shut it down. Valiant effort by Tom there. Not enough. 5-5. We're going to the final round, Silverback.
I have to say, I thought Greeny was going to do it. When he hit that long shot with the Vector, I thought he was going to clean it up. Literally, that was COD timing, because he wasn't facing that way until he, literally, the last seconds as he got taken out, no doubt called it to his teammate, bringing it 5-5. As rounds go, and Prospect taking this, it should fall in their favour.
Prospect are on the attack. I mean, the attack hasn't been broken for 4 rounds now. It's been all defensive. And now we're just seeing Tom have a change of heart on which weapon he was going to use. I think it depended what position he was going to assume down this right-hand side. But Jakey, that's the all-important pick you need. The very first one, followed by the second as well. Tom there does manage to take down Pegasus. Pegasus, he got a little bit antsy there. He's going to make some more noise down that right-hand side. Decide to retreat back. It's going to have to be good teamwork now from Tom and Ross, the 2 Prospect players. Let's see what they can do.
This is going to be really interesting. It's 2-on-2. You know, they've got to team up. Look at the 2 players here from Prospect. They're in close vicinity. The 2 players from Orbit, now moving over onto this left-hand side of the map, are quite far apart. They need to be careful. If one gets picked off, the other one's going to know where they are. So they've literally got to team up and try and take out. It's going to be a game of chess right now. I think one to take one, and it's going to be a player like that. And obviously, last player standing, they're just literally going to take the advantage. He's gone for the bait and switch. He jumps out the window. He's going to go for the plant. He's got enough time to do this, and his teammate's going to be able to help him.
Cat and mouse chase is on right here, Silverback. I mean, Ross and Tom, they've got each other's backs by the look of things. Just watching either side. Let's get on board with the Orbit roster, see how they're going to attack. I'm on board with Jake, who's nowhere near in a position to defuse that bomb by the look of things. He's going to be able to get himself a pick early on. So that is 1 down. Let's get back on board with Tom, 1 versus 2 for him. He sees 1 player. He's tagged him up. Not enough, though. He's going to have to challenge now. He knows where he is, surely. Does manage to get the kill. It's 1 versus 1, but Jakey gets the trade. And that is Prospect rises out of the Pre-Insomnia52 Cup right there. Thought he was going to make it. Tom and Ross played so well in that round. But no, unfortunately not. Orbit rallied the troops. They got themselves back into that and take the map 6-5. Well, that was a lot closer than I was expecting, I'll be honest with you, Silverback.
Yeah, that was indeed. Looking at the game there and looking at the scores on the ball from Orbit, literally, I think Prospect tried to do the same as what Orbit did with the yellow and blue side on the catwalks. Unfortunately, he was sitting right by a door, and you're not going to be able to see it behind you as well as your peripheral vision. It's just not going to happen. And Prospect, you know, really, I think it was Tom that really lost it for them. Really unlucky, but, you know, kudos to the guys from Orbit. They really did bring their A game here. And going into the next round, I'm sure they're going to really use that as a moment.